temperature television, you don't know that it's a little cold. But we've got to look at this together. We've got to see this together. We have rolled around. We have rolled around from the west there, where we rolled out of the sun, and while we were sleeping all night, we rolled into the sun, and there it is. That's the first sunrise we've got this year, isn't it? I mean that we videotaped. And I fed the deer. Let's see if what the deer ate. She must be big. Oh, she ate everything. She ate everything. I gave her grapes. I gave her cookies. Vanilla sandwich cookies. And I gave her bread and she ate it all. Sunday I saw her bouncing through the brush down there and deeper into the woods, into the forest. I bet she'll bring us Bambi pretty soon, right? Her little baby. You might see her little baby. The landlord burned another pile of brush Sunday, and he burned that huge pile that I showed you Saturday, and he did such a good job. See, he cleared out all those sumacs that were blown over by a big wind, and that's his fire hole. Good morning. Rejoice. Now it's time to put the refrigerator back together from defrosting it. And the 1993 Lincoln got a bath, and he looks better. Looks more like a Lincoln now. I'll have to do his white blush, his white walls, and then armor all them. Look at that, folks. There are about 26 pieces of in-mail. Oh, I loathe, hate, despise, abhor, detest in-mail. And 23 jobs. 5 legal papers and 18 details. Now, in addition to that, there are 3 legal papers going on. Omnibus 21, suing a whole bunch of judges, robbing you of America, and Natalia, a nasty landlord, and a complaint, another complaint to William Donaldson, chairman of the Securities Exchange Commission. You got a joke? They'd have a Disneyland, they'd open up a Disneyland in Tokyo, but the 7 dwarfs would tower over the natives. And why should Goodyear and IBM merge? So they can make a computer that makes snap decisions.
Hi, Linda. Yes. Hi, Linda. Sister. Hello. How are you? Good. How you making out? Not bad. And how's your big family of kitties? Good. Oh, that's good. Yeah. And the news about Penny? Penny's doing great. No kidding. Yeah. Oh, doing good. She stays upstairs a lot, but she comes down quite a bit. The biggest surprise is Sheba now lives downstairs. You don't need her. And she's fine with all the dogs and cats. Sheba? Yeah, so I'm almost worried she counter. So, I talked to her, whatever, gave her a drink of milk, and she's been here ever since.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She would never drink milk at my house.
Yep, she drinks. She actually likes milk.
Huh.
Yeah.
And wait till I tell her, the daughter of her, the person, Joan.
Yeah.
Who Joan had Sheba for 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her daughter, Debbie, will be so pleased.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done a great job, Linda.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve a lot of credit. Well, and Penny doesn't want to go outdoors.
No, she went out the other day. She was out maybe 15, 20 minutes, and she come back in, and that was the extent.
Well, that's pretty good, too, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But she doesn't go out on a regular basis.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, gee, doing very well. She seems to be happy, huh?
Yeah. And she went out.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I took her to the door, and I thought, well, let's see what happens. She went out. She walked a little bit around the yard, and that was enough for her. Back in she came.
She lives it out in her whole life.
Yeah, no, she did. She walked around, just around, right where the mailbox is. Well, that sniffed around there a little bit and come back in.
Well, that's good, too.
Yeah.
Because, no, she's a Bronx cat, brought up in an apartment.
Yeah. I don't think she quite knew what to do out there.
No, she'd never been out before.
Yeah, she tolerated it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got rid of her Bronx personality, too.
Like I said, she still snarls when she don't want to be bothered. And she doesn't usually get down with the other cats. She'll stay up on the counter.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a fit if they jump up there with her.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great transformation. That's a miracle.
Yeah.
Now, what about Penny Sewers?
They're getting better. They really are. All of them are, it's just skin there. There's no scab and no nothing. Now she just got to grow her hair back.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How many are there? About 2 or 3?
I'm trying to think. 1, 2. There might be 4 because she had a little one under her ear.
Oh, yeah. This is all good news. And Christina's fine?
Yeah.
Christina Fluffy?
Oh, yeah.
And Charlotte, what was your name?
Desi.
Yeah, Desi. She's fine?
Little, right?
And little Connie's fine?
Huh?
Oh, that's good.
No, doing good.
And little Chase?
Chase comes in, yeah.
And Leo's good?
Oh, yeah.
And Bowser?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Really good. Well, I'm happy to have such a report.
Yeah, no, they're doing really good. I was hoping you'd call so I could tell you about Cuba deciding to move someplace else here.
Yeah, you were interested in getting the word out.
The only thing is now, when she's downstairs, Penny don't come down quite as much, because Penny had taken to living under the sink there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she don't do that no more. She sprawls out on my bed.
She does.
Yeah, so I think she's happier that she was down here anyways.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Penny doesn't feel displaced from being downstairs?
No, oh no, she comes down when she wants.
Mm-hmm. But she just likes your bed.
She comes down quite as often now that she was down here.
Oh, so you were hoping I would call so you'd give me the good news out of Sheba.
Yeah.
Well, that is
Now Penny will walk past the dogs. Before she would hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now she's cautious. She's real cautious, but she'll walk through the living room, to get to the stairs if the dogs are out there.
Really?
And I think it's going to take her a while, but I think eventually she'll accept them.
They're such good dogs.
Oh, yeah, they don't bother her.
No, they're such good dogs.
Yeah.
They're really good dogs. You've done a wonderful job on all your pets.
Yeah.
Well, this is good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very good news.
Yeah.
They'd have they'd open up a Disneyland in Tokyo, but the 7 dwarfs would tower over the natives.
No, that's a good joke.
That's good. So I say hi to Joe and Kristen and to Jake.
I sure will.
And little
Megan
is doing okay?
Oh, yeah, she's at Girl Scouts right now. Yep, she's doing great.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Oh.
And Courtney and Devin?
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody move into the new place?
Yes, I do believe now somebody moved in, but I don't think I think they're just here on the weekend. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, because the only time we see a car parked there is on the weekends. Yeah. If it's somebody else's car, I really don't know. Yeah, somebody told me it was a white van. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, I'm writing a good lawsuit against them all. Right. Yeah, against Bully Dixon and against Nasty, to tell you. Right. Okay. Yeah, thanks for a good report. I'll stay in touch. No problem. You got my number, huh? No. Yeah, well, it's the same number, 914. Okay. Yeah, you got that number, 914? I think I do have it written down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, and the address is the same, Box 124, Ghent. Box 124. Ghent, New York. 12075. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll tell Penny when I go upstairs that you called. Yeah. Does she sleep with you? She sleeps on the bed, yeah? Yeah? She doesn't sleep without me. She usually actually kind of wedges herself in between Joe and I. Well. Okie dokie. Okay. Thanks for the good report. No problem. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Here are the 11 sets collated, pages 71 to 150, Volume 2 of the complaint. Volume 3, pages 151 to 190. And that, of course, has to be printed and collated. This has to be marked Volume 2. And the last 30 pages or so are going to be up by 5 sets. Trafficante, Littman, Pataki, Commission on Judicial Conduct, and Judith K. So they can see how bad Bully George Dixon is and that he must be removed immediately. Cecilia Mastroelli sent this tape back to Glendora. I screened the tape. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just the way I want it. It's just another count of editorial control against Cecilia Peekskill, that Nut Savarino, Charles Dolan, Cablevision, James Dolan, Mac Budil, Thomas Garger, Miles Rich. There's nothing wrong with that tape. It's the way I want it. And this is editorial control, again. Working on this pile. 3 of them are done. That was one of them, that Peekskill tape. Here's 3 of them done, 3 telephone bills paid. Did I tell you about MCI? This MCI bill is $60, but I believe that's the last of them. And this crazy local phone is $22, and Verizon is $20. But did I tell you about MCI? For $25, you can have unlimited regional and long-distance calling. You can telephone as long as you want, you can telephone as much as you want, and you can telephone anywhere you want, and it's $25 a month. It's called a national something. In-mail. 23 in-mail. 23 jobs came in the in-mail. That's the way I want that. I want that ghost effect. That's exactly what I want. Nothing wrong with this tape, and I want it played as is. Why should Goodyear and IBM merge? So they can manufacture a computer that makes snap decisions. And they'd open up a Disneyland in Tokyo, except the 7 dwarfs would tower over the natives. Why did the man cross a microwave with a TV set? So he could watch 60 Minutes in a quarter of an hour. Here's tenants and neighbors, folks, putting up a fight against avaricious landlords and collusive judges and greedy lawyers who make people homeless. Mitchell-Lama tenants face the big rent hikes. And Shelley, can we come and live with you? A rally outside the Speaker Silver's house at 250 Broadway, City Hall, Lower Manhattan, Sunday, May 2nd, 2 to 2:30 p.m. Good for these people. 10th Annual National Alliance of HUD Tenants Conference. That's a good thing. So we'll send them $4, folks, okay? Tenants target Assembly Democrats. Tenants send letters to elected officials. Tenants picket Speaker Silver. Nassau County tenants appeal Rent Guidelines Board lawsuit. Tenants and neighbors. Subsidized tenants win too. It's a non-profit organization. You want their address? Okay, it's in Manhattan. Okay, let's find it for you. Let's put some light onto it. Tenants and neighbors, 105 Washington Street, 2nd floor, New York, New York, 10006. Tenants and neighbors on television, Manhattan and Bronx cable subscribers can view our live call-in television program with advice on landlord-tenant problems and news about tenant issues. This ought to go to you, Nasty Natalia. Every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. on Manhattan Channel 34. Time Warner with converter, and 78 Time Warner without converter. Now that's ridiculous. Cable operators, straighten that out. And 107 RCN with converter, or 110 RCN without converter. And in the Bronx on Channel 67. Brooklyn and Queens cable subscribers watch this space. Tenants and neighbors may be coming to your cable's service too. Okay, Michael McGee. Wasn't he the man who was... Yeah, Michael McKee. What a great guy he is. And so this is Tenants and Neighbors, and I always encourage them because they fight crooked landlords and they fight for the tenants. This is a Harrison Town Court, Glendora versus Charles F. Dolan. And Cablevision Systems Corporation, James L. Dolan, Mac Budil, Thomas Geiger, Charles A. Forma, Christine Savarino, Suya Mastorelli, Peggy Anderson, Robert M. Callaghy, Satterley, Stevens, Burke and Burke, and Patricia Langelotti. And this is the form that has to be made out. And here's the gravamen. Violation of my public access rights and the money it had cost me to try to get my rights back. And this is from Rosemary King, the court clerk. I remember when she started out as a court clerk. And I remember her husband, too. It's not a quarter after the hour, or a quarter after, half past, or 3/4, but it's time to rejoice. All of that in-mail is done. 23 pieces of in-mail. Legal papers and details. It's done. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Here's some words for you, folks. Action. An action is a legal procedure by which a person demands and enforces his rights in a court of justice. Judges don't know that. And actionable, that means something that can be brought as an action in a court of justice. The third word, this is 103. This is words 101 to 103. What's the third one? Actual. Not theoretical. Not hypothetical. Not virtual. Not potential. The real stuff, that's actual. Actualize is to realize into action, and actuate is to put into action, and acuity is sharpness, and aculeate is beset with prickles, incisive, stinging. Acumen, remember my dog named Acumen because he had acuteness of mind and keenness in intellectual or practical matters. Remember him? Bless him. Acuminate, tapering to a sharp point, like the heads of these law clerks. Acute is perceiving. Penetrating, keen, as opposed to dull, obtuse, and stupid. Also, acute means constituting a crisis. So there you are. Those are your 10 words we're working on currently. 101 to 110. And yesterday, Daniel gave me a test on words 31 to 100, and I got an A+. I didn't miss any of them, and they were all in order, too. Now we'll go to the museum, and we'll get a ream of paper, and we'll work on Omnibus 21, and Natalia, Nasty Natalia, printing the complaint from pages 151 to 180. And at last we have a beautiful day. And I put food out for the deer last night. I put crackers and bread and vanilla sandwich cookies and marshmallows. And the dish was empty this morning.